Hello and welcome back to the Rilla Revolution. So we are in seclusion over here in Tudbury Hall. No, we're not in Tudbury Hall, in Mistwood. And basically we're waiting for this plague to go away. Like, it's kind of going around us here and it's gonna cause us some major problems. So yeah, we haven't started eating each other yet, so that's a positive. My Castellan wants to go get married again, so marry as you please. He's married Mega. Okay, who is an architect. Very well done for her. Julian Dondarian is known as the Magnificent. We're still trying to kill him, right? No, we're a different character now. Fair enough, fair enough. But that's fine. Yeah, there's no point in killing him now, actually. Now that I think about it. The Riverrun declared a war of tyranny against Nathaniel Strongwood, but it ended instantly, maybe? Or, no, okay, so Riverrun is in a war of tyranny against Nathaniel Wolf, but they had a claim on the Trident that ended inconclusively. Okay. Interesting. Valar of Winterfell has founded the Liege Loyalist faction. Wait, Valar of Winterfell? What is that title? Valar of Winterfell? Does that not imply that somebody... Okay, I don't know. We need to go back there. I was like, wait a second. That's a name I recognize. I think it's a custom courtier got land, but I missed it. Okay. Lord Alain the Vain has declared, or Alan the Vain has declared the Brightwater War for Sir Dauntus's claim on the Reach. On Lady Paramount Rohan of the Reach. So this is the second war for the Reach. Okay, so we now have two wars for the Reach going at the same time, but Lady Mordane's is likely to win first. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Strong Wolf doing stuff, making people high alumnar. Okay. Who died? Karma Corbray died a natural death. Also possessed. Possessed is apparently the thing to die with this week. Okay. Cool. We had at least one last episode. People are being banished from the pirates' lands. Okay. How's the Reach doing in terms of its war? I think that was about, yeah, it's 96% in favor, so they're going to lose it. Alright, Riverrun is currently independent. Wait, this isn't where Riverrun is. No. Riverrun's here. Okay, so Riverrun is the Duchy of Riverrun, not Riverrun itself. Which is actually not at all at war. Okay, weird. Anyway. Oh, we have minor title. Oh no, never mind. That's the designated heir, and we can't do that because our heir is only 8. Okay. We can imprison Master Florian because he's trying to replace Gillian Stark as Spy Master. Don't really care. Like, at all. So, Lord Paramount Lionel the Second of the Reach has usurped the title Kingdom of the Reach from Lady Rohan of the Reach. So, Tyrell is in charge of the Reach now. Leo Tyrell's... Okay, so we can do this. Leo Tyrell's son. Who is Leo Tyrell exactly? In terms I can understand. So where's the normal line of the Tyrells, like the line of Tyrells that we recognize, so that I can put it. Oh, okay, is it back here a little bit? Loris, Mathos. No, I'm looking for like Mace. Do we have a Mace Tyrell somewhere? Down here maybe. There's a lot of Tyrells. No, that's Maester Normand. There's Lionel. No, that doesn't lead anywhere. Is it this one? This one, okay. Luther. Mace. So this is like a... Is that second cousin of the other Tyrell line? I think that's right. Could be wrong. But something like that. So like a different line of the Tyrells is taking over. He is a knight. All sorts of good stuff about him. Now we get to see how much of the Reach actually goes back together at the end of that war. Oh, pretty much all of it. It's just Brightwater pushing Lord Alan's claim. Okay. Stefan Stormy died of rabies. Okay. Another death. Okay. Mario Quagile died a natural death. I was thinking last week we had so many deaths. This week we're well on track to be well above it. Tywin Lannister became Master of Coin for Lothar Baratheon. So yeah, the Lannisters, the Starks, and the Baratheons are all pretty much linked together now. I like that. Instant she's out of power, Lady Rohan gets someone forming a faction to put her back in charge. Rohan probably is the better way of putting it, but I like Rohan better than that. What have we got here? That was something in our realm. Bryce, Estamont, and Lemor Fozzaway get married. Like Green Apple Fozzaways. Oh, cool. And then it broke. Okay. Your treasurer, Red Priest Manfred, wants to talk about the old tunnels under the castle. The argument is that they should be better maintained now that times are rough. You never know when you'd have to get out quickly. What a splendid idea, Manfred. Which means we rummage through our things and hand Manfred a faded map of the tunnels. Or I see what you're doing, I'm not giving you anything. Oh, we're not going to trust Manfred. No, he's trying to escape. No. No. We all stay here. Depose Lord Paramount Nathaniel faction. Okay. I'm surprised we haven't had to, like, eat each other yet. Isaac Wendane became Master of Arms for Tristane Martel. Dunny Seaworth died of dysentery. King's Landing likes us a bit more. He's still working on the King's Guard. You know, maybe he has to get them to like us before we can, like, persuade the king of things. Double death. Lord Byron Chester died, married to Raylene Florent, and Hector Chester died. Another Chester died, married to a Tudbury. Okay. Sure, there's a reason it's telling us about it, but okay. Daughter was born to Eon Redmoon and Gillian Stark, named Tiora, who is slow. Oh, okay, not great, but okay. At least there's some heir to their line. I mean, ours is an imbecile, so we're not really that much further up. Still managing to get a great 0 in every stat. Yup. Actually, just like even if he wasn't a total imbecile, he's still close to 0 in every stat. That's worrying. A son was born to Aemond Unbar and Emma, named Clarence. Okay, we have a son though, don't we? No, we have 2 daughters. Oh, God, that's not going to work for us at all. Lord Master Lazario Amenas has declared the Amos claim on Velvet Peak war on Lord Tero of Velvet Peak. So that's 6,000 versus 9,000 over there for the Mopatis. Or 2,000 for the Mopatis. That's good. A daughter was born to Hugo Quarlin and Elaine, named Lyra. Okay. Yeah, nothing wrong with her. At all. Anything else we got going on? Oh, that's Brandon Long has died a natural death, married to Joy Dustin. Okay. What's that one? That's Roga Mekor has died. She died of pneumonia, married to Gyrian Valerian. Cool. We're still kind of like, yeah, we're still in our seclusion, so there's not a lot we can do. Okay. Ramio has declared a pirate mutiny. Oh, with much less men, so it's a peasants' revolt. Here's your checksum, it's different. Oh no, what a shame. Lord Alan the Vale accepted Lord Paramount Lionel II of the Reach's peace offer. What's the epidemic looking like? Oh, it's kind of passed from our realm. Oh, we can maybe just open the gates now. There we go. Open the gates. I feel safe. Yeah. We can go on a foreign tour. I've never gone on a foreign tour before. Sure. Let's go on a foreign tour. I mean, it's something to do. Yeah. We're on a quick foreign tour. Where do we wish to go? Good question. So we can go to Giscar. We can go to the Free Cities. Where other locations? Jade Sea. Summer Sea. You know what? Let's go to the Free Cities. There's a lot of R'hllor followers there. I want to see all the world has to offer. You know what? Sure, we're going to go to Volantis, Lys, Tyrosh, Mir, Pentos, Bravos, Lorath, Norvos, and Cohor. And off we go to explore the world on a quest overseas. This character is not at court. It's on a quest in foreign lands. I shall return a better man. Dear husband, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I've been appointed your regent. Okay. We're off in foreign lands now. I have no idea what we're going to do here. Oh, wait, was that a city has finished building in Gaelmont? Oh, so he took over Gaelmont and decided to improve it. I mean, that's not the worst thing that could have happened. Velvet Peak has been usurped. Yeah, kind of expected that. The pirates won their war. Anything else majorly happening? Oh, our journey. During your journey across the seas, your ship was hit by a terrible storm. The ship is violently rocking back and forth while you try and cling on to anything to keep steady, whilst your men tend to keeping the ship on course and, more importantly, in one piece. Oh, the Lord of Light, no! So 50% chance your men get the ship under control and you pass safely through the storm. 40% chance you're hit by some debris above and are injured, but the ship manages to make it through the storm. Or 10% chance we die. Okay, 10% chance we die. That's like 100% chance, right? Never mind, we managed to get the ship under control and you're safe to continue your journey. Cool. Astrid Raider has been imprisoned. Okay. Any other major stuff happening? No, not particularly. How are we looking in Republic voting? We're not that far behind. The Dondarians lost their ringer, so we're pretty good here. Yeah, if we wanted it, we could probably force it, but we don't want it that much yet. Double death. We have Leona Bluepill has died of the Grey Plague, and Mega Greyjoy died stillborn, and Lord Gyron of Driftmark was murdered, and now his brother is in charge of Driftmark. No idea who murdered him, obviously. Yeah. I just wanted to see where this epidemic is. Not that we're here, but yeah, the Grey Plague's pretty much moved from our lands. After many days on the sea, you have finally arrived at Old Volantis, otherwise known as New Valyria. And you're very excited and cannot wait to explore these new lands and the associate Valyrian culture. Treyarch Perquello Vassar shall be informed of your arrival. As I wandered through the streets, I overheard some local traders talking to each other about setting up a trade route to my homeland. It'd be most beneficial to me if I could aid them in starting the trade route and taking a cut of their profits. I may be able to negotiate some good trade deals. Needs lock trade deals success? The success? I think this perhaps was not finished, this event, but okay. We got gold and prestige. Great. The captain calls out, Volantis in sight, drawing your attention to the city coming into view. You marvel at the sheer size of the Volantine harbour as your ship sails into the midst and bursts at one of the wharfs. While your captain ties off the ship, you pay for a palanquin and make your way down to the pier and into the fishmonger's square. You see the merchant's house, and though you want rest from your journey, you have an invitation from Treyarch Perquello Vassar. So you urge the driver across the long bridge, where you see the incredible temple of the Lord of Light. You approach the massive black wall rising high into the sky, an unfinished event with not enough space for all of the stuff that they wanted to put in there. Vassar is that house that Raynar Hestar was part of, wasn't he? Or was that was Quidar, not Vassar? Okay, I think we've had a Vassar before, but maybe not this campaign. Anyway, how marvelous. We got some prestige. It's time for you to leave. Oh, okay. Onwards to Lys. Yes, there's no time to chase Gillian as she's not here. Good point. Invite to plot. We would like to see you back our plot to replace Magister Gulian Dondarian as Hand of the King. To replace our liege's Hand of the King. No, I'm fine with... Wait. Magister Gulian Dondarian's Hand of the King? Oh, okay. I'm going to say no, but thanks for the offer. We're not going to attend this tourney because we're away. Yeah, I don't think we'll attend. We're away. Who died? King Bargus of New Gis died. Now his son Haznak is in charge. Okay. After many days on the sea, you finally arrive in Lys. You're very excited and cannot wait to explore these new lands in the Lyseni culture. As I wandered through the streets, I got the trader event again, and... Oh, we failed. Oh no. You catch the hint of perfumed sweetness in the air as your ship sails up the dock of Lys. We'll be ready when you are, the captain calls as you disembark and pass the high walls into the city. You walk past the pillow houses where you continuously beckoned inside by beautiful men and women around you, their lips reddened, their purple and blue eyes popping against the accenting makeup, their silver gold hair styled in a great many of unique ways to meet and exceed the tastes of any visitor. You begin to feel yourself succumbing to the temptation. You have an engagement with Magister Sirio Rogar, so you tear yourself away from the sight. I guess, or something like that from the sights. Anyway, I have to guess. How marvellous. Well, poachers have been seen in Mistwood, so I should probably send my spy master Gillian and my marshal Colvin to investigate the matter. Poachers will be eliminated, or they have more important things to do. No, poachers will be eliminated. Go and do it. We must leave and move to the next place. Tyrosh. I think there's Tyrosh and there's no Little Tyrosh as well. Is that, yeah, that's a revolt against the rule. I like it's called Little Tyrosh. Cool. Gillian caught 2 poachers in my forest with a couple of dead rabbits at their belts and a live one in a snare. You must be starving, release them. We have arbitrary, or deal with them yourself. No, deal with them yourself, we're not there. Same with you, deal with them yourself, we're not there. Cool. Favors have been called in Pentos. Okay. After many days on the sea, you finally arrive at Tyrosh. You're very excited and cannot wait to explore these new lands. During your travels through Tyrosh, you notice a local smith who offers to make you a sword or a set of armor. For a price, of course. Ooh, I would love a sword. Thank you. The smith returned to you a couple days later with a sword for you. It is strong steel engraved with your house's sigil on the pommel. Oh, cool. Your captain manages to get your ship safely past the pirate hordes in the Stepstones, and now the high walls of Tyrosh are in sight. Friendly! You hear someone yell from the Bleeding Tower as the captain maneuvers into the harbour and docks. You disembark and make your way into the city. As you do so, you pass by a myriad of temples and worship houses to gods you never knew existed. Finding the familiar insignia of the Lord of the Light, you enter and say a prayer of thanks for your safe deliverance from the pirates. Then leave an offering before continuing towards the council house for your meeting with Archon Marquello Zokan. Along the way, who knows, something happens. Prestige. Lord Gillum of Riverrun accepted Lord Paramount Nathaniel Strongwolf's peace offer. He was imprisoned. Yeah, okay. We must leave. Onwards to Mere. Was that Lord Gillum of Riverrun was hung on the orders of Lord Paramount Nathaniel Strongwolf. So now Jack got more land. He now holds the High Lordship of Riverrun now. Okay. What was that one? That one was Joffrey Dondarrion died of dysentery. Lord Jack, with his new land and power, has decided to declare war on John Tully of the Trident for some of land. What is it? Giant's Lance's claim on the Trident war on John of the Trident. Wait, what's that? The Trident also a High Lordship, yeah. So he's taking the Trident as well. So he's probably going to be the strongest person in the Riverlands. Yes, can't seduce somebody when we're in Mere, which I assume we're at soon. Yes, we arrived in Mere. Good. Ooh. Well, we've already got a sword, so let's get some armor. The smith returned to you a couple days later with a set of armor for you. This strong steel engraved with your house's sigil on the breastplate. Ah, so this is just a way to get martial. That's fine. Your captain sails into the harbour of Mere and docks the ship. As you disembark and enter the dockyard, you hear one of the Meremen singing in the common tongue. I loved a maid as fair as summer with sunlight in her hair. I loved a maid. You remember the tune, but try as you might, you can't quite remember the lyrics. Still, you begin humming it as you enter the city walls. You find yourself on a black stone road surrounded by numerous artisan shops, some hawking carpets, some lenses, and others fine textiles. All the shops have beautifully crafted glass windows. You don't have time to buy anything, so continue on. You come to the grand artisanal something. How marvellous. Yes. Great. It's time for us to leave. Go to Pentos. This is kind of like just a whirlwind tour. Okay, next one. Sibyl died. Who's Sibyl? I recognize that name. Married to Hagen Magnar. Okay, so I don't recognize that name. I think someone else is married to a Sibyl. We arrived in Pentos. Local nobles are having a feast and invited me to join them. It may be a good opportunity for me to engage in some foreign diplomacy and learn a little bit more about the ways of the world. The ways or the world, as they put it. But I think it's the ways of the world. Anyway, yes, we'll try our hand at some diplomacy. Everything is going very well. You have quickly learned about the local Pentoshi customs and etiquette and managed to navigate your way through conversations about mundane and politically sensitive with great ease. Okay, so we get diplomacy and we also have a chance of getting gregarious. We got gregarious. Okay, good. It's kind of an odd trait for us because we're kind of paranoid, seeing plots everywhere, and now we're like, yeah, we see those plots, but, you know, people are quite cool to talk to. The ship sails into the harbour at Pentos, bathed in the shadow of the massive stone walls. As you enter, you notice that the walls and the towers, impressive as they are poorly manned. Inside the walls, you see a crowd of people surrounding a red temple as a red-cloaked figure spouts off something in an unfamiliar tongue. You try to make out something, but all you get is something about a drought and a light, so you continue on. As you make your way down the main road, passing by many ships, a palanquin carried by 6 men and their beards elegantly twisted into twin braids pushes past you. One of the guards shouts something at you in common Valerian and, "How marvellous!" Yeah, I like how it's just, "How marvellous," at the end of each of these. Julia died of the Grey Plague. She was married to Roxas Blackrose. No, Pentos was boring. On to Bravos. Yes. Let's see what Bravos has to offer us. Ah, we have arrived. Whilst you were stopped at Bravos, some fighters approached you and their leader asked if they could join you in your travels. They noticed you were not of this land and thought that you would be their best chance to explore the world. Well, of course, more fighters are always welcome. So, Ezeleno has joined our court, a Bravosi. The captain turns the ship towards the entrance to the harbour. As your ship approaches, the Titan spanning the entrance of the harbour lets out a roaring blast that startles you, causing you to stumble backwards, which the captain chuckles at before steering the ship into the Canal of Heroes and settling the ship on the Chequay port. Unsure of your direction, you start to crisscross the various canals. One direction, you find the arsenal, though no one there is overly interested in helping, so you cross another. There you find a fish market and begin to grow frustrated. You turn back around and cross another, ending up in front of a building with "How marvellous!" Yes! Okay. I feel like this event tree is not quite finished yet, but this episode is. Thank you for watching. Next time we will finish our grand tour of the 3 cities. We've got Lorath, Norvos, and Cohor to go on to, and then we get to come back to the Mistwood. So, see you then.